Hey guys, it's Overtime Plays, and today I'm going to be talking about the new operators, Yana and Orox. First, I'm going to start with Yana. Yana, I do like her as an operator. She is very useful. I think she will help a lot in ranked because of her special ability, which is really useful to me. I like it, and I'll get around to it. Orox, I do think is also useful, because he can make better rotations, but the rotations do damage, so that messes up a lot of stuff. And if the rotations do damage, then you gosh darn have a big problem, of which, gosh darn, you're gonna lose a lot of fights because your HP is already dropped, and so it's useful. If you're gonna go rocks, I would most likely go with Doc if you have your friends online. I would make sure they go Doc or something, and so you can make a bunch of like good rotations and all to bombs, and then you can get healed up. I have some gosh chill me playing the new operators. I have the first we were on attack first, and yeah. So this is what I meant about her clone. Her clone's gonna be coming up soon, and her guns are the MK 9mm and the ARX 200. The ARX 200, yeah. And then I was just checking this out. That this is her thing. She just pretty much makes a clone that can't do anything but shoot. Can't shoot. It can aim though. It can aim down sights. And then that cav shot my thing out. But yeah. So she has the ARX 200 and the I can't remember what the other gun is, but that's what her thing does, and she just kind of goes with that. That's just like the short, brief explanation. She comes with an ACOG. I mostly use her ACOG. I sucked there, but so yeah, her ACOG is not the greatest. I don't think it's the greatest thing ever. It's just kind of useful-ish, and I think I could think of a couple better things for her to be doing, but I don't know. It's whatever. Orox, I'm gonna talk about Orox a bit too. So I'm gonna keep talking about Yana. Okay, but Yana is a great operator. I do recommend it. Don't know what I was doing here. I'm just kind of staring at a thing. But yeah, Yana is very useful. I do like her gosh darn her weapons and all this, and I will explain more about gosh darn, and everything is useful. I don't know what this kid is doing, but yeah, it's just gonna show the other stuff of the game. So, you know. And her GS, she has Ash's, one of Ash's guns. I think you should run with ACOG too, because I run most of my weapons with ACOG. Yeah, and so her other weapon, let me talk about that. She has frag grenades and smokes. I most likely use frag grenades because they're super useful, and smokes she doesn't really help unless you have a glass, then maybe. But her G36C is very useful. Her smoke grenades and her MK9mm is really useful also though. So I love those two guns. And yeah, I'm gonna talk about Orox now. So here we're gonna talk about Orox now. He's a very useful operator to me, I think, because he does a lot. He's very useful. His primary is the MP5, but unlike Doc and Rogue, his MP5 cannot have an ACOG. It's only a holographic. His UP40 is very useful, but I usually am going to use the secondary, the Balif, his shotgun pistol. Because it's like honestly better. Because for what he does, he can but he gosh darn, I was just practicing my aim here. I was messing around. But so I'm just doing some gosh darn video. I'm trying to think. Okay, so he's very useful. He can dash, as you can see there. He can dash, and that's kind of useful for playing. If you're like trying to dodge, and it knocks Montaigne over, which if you're dealing with Montaigne, you can do that. And also, this is something they don't really talk about, is he counters Montaigne, he knocks people over, which is funny, more funny than serious ranked match. He's very useful for rank though, because I think I could use him and get in a big video. So, when he's dealing with a wall, he can do that, and that does damage. That's why I think he should have a dock. Is it because that takes a lot of damage out of your operator, and it's kind of annoying when you're doing that, taking that much damage just because you're gosh darn. And then I failed. There was a Yana, and so I was gonna try to ram somebody over, but that didn't work out. So yeah. Okay, and then he has his Spaz 12, which I feel like is kind of better, fits him better since he can make rotations. And his Bailiff 410 is, gosh darn, I think better than his other pistol. I think you should run the MP5 with the Bailiff. That's what I run. I was running this to show y'all what guns he is, the Spaz 12. But you haven't ran him until you use the Spaz 12, because that gun is very good for what he does. Because he, gosh darn, like, can jump through hashes, which is, I'm probably about to show you in a minute. So he dashes, he can just dash for no reason, but most time you're going to be dashing through walls or into players.
10 seconds to insertion.
Or, yeah, or just rotating in general. I was messing around. So yeah, if you're going to be rotating and more moving, I would recommend you do want to blow hatches sometimes, I feel like. Like, this is what I was doing. I was gosh darn getting rid of this hatch, which was having a hard time. So, the character has a bulletproof camera, barbed wire, which I honestly do use the barbed wire because it's more useful than a bulletproof camera sometimes. He can climb up the hatch and just look around, or he can fully climb in the hatch, which I think is very interesting. And I guess this is almost, and then but he can counter Montaigne and any shield up and knock him over. He can knock anybody over, but if you're dealing with a Montaigne, just knock him over. It's really not that hard. Yana's thing glitches out too like that when it's almost done. So I knew a Yana was coming around, but I saw the knock. And yeah, I'll see y'all later, guys. Hope y'all enjoyed this video. Like and subscribe, and see you later.